All right, so today we're jumping into a story that is just mind-bending. It's called the Vor'nai message. And believe me, it starts in one of the most ancient places on Earth, but it ends up somewhere you would never, ever expect. We're talking about a discovery that doesn't just rewrite the history books, it rips them up entirely. So let's get into it.
Okay, picture this. You're in the Giza desert, and the sand is so hot it's literally burning through your gloves. That's where our story kicks off. And that feeling, that intense, searing heat, it's more than just the sun. It's the pressure of thousands of years of history, and you're about to break right through it.
So we're with Dr. Elena Martinez, a brilliant archaeologist. She's deep inside a secret tomb complex from the 4th dynasty, a place that's not on any map. For 2 decades, she's been the one telling the stories of the past. But, as you're about to see, she was totally unprepared for the story that was about to be told to her.
Then, her assistant Ahmed finds something weird. He knocks on what looks like a solid stone wall. Just a routine check. But the sound that comes back? It's not a solid thud. It's a deep, hollow boom. Think about that. They're in a room that's been sealed for 5,000 years. There shouldn't be anything behind that wall. But that sound, it means there's a secret room, a place no one has seen for millennia.
Now, any other archaeologist would stop, call the team, follow procedure. But not Elena. Nope. Something inside her, some deep instinct tells her this moment is hers. So she grabs the chisel herself. She's going to be the one to break that 5,000-year-old seal. Okay, so she starts chipping away at this ancient mortar. The only sound is this sharp tap, tap, tap echoing in the tomb. The air gets thick with dust that hasn't been disturbed for thousands of years. And then, crack, the chisel punches through. And this is where the story just goes off the rails. Because what comes out of that tiny hole isn't darkness. It's light, a faint, impossible blue light, just seeping out of this place that should be pitch black.
I mean, really, let that sink in. This chamber has been sealed for 5,000 years. It should be the darkest place on the planet. But it's not. And as Elena keeps working, making the hole bigger, bit by bit, that blue glow gets stronger and stronger. It's not a steady light either. It's pulsing, like a heartbeat. It feels alive. Like it's been waiting right there, in the dark, for her.
This whole scene is an incredible echo of one of the most famous moments in archaeology. Back in 1922, you had Howard Carter. He made a small breach into Tutankhamun's tomb, peered in, and when asked what he saw, he gave that legendary answer. Yes, wonderful things. Gold, treasures, history. But when Ahmed asks Elena, what is it? What do you see? Her answer is something else entirely. It catapults us right out of history and straight into the impossible.
She's just staring through that hole, her face lit up by this eerie blue glow from inside, and all she can whisper is, something impossible. Because what she's seen, it's not gold. It's not ancient artifacts. It's something that breaks all the rules of science, of history, of everything we think we know. This isn't just a discovery. It's a full-blown paradox sitting in a 5,000-year-old room.
So, of course, they get the whole wall down. Elena is the first to step inside this tiny hidden chamber. And get this, the walls are covered in hieroglyphs, but they're unlike any Egyptian writing or any writing ever seen before. But as strange as that is, it's not what commands her attention. It's what's in the middle of the room. Sitting on this plain sandstone pedestal is a crystal about the size of your fist, but it's perfect. I mean, impossibly perfect. The way it's cut, the smoothness, no ancient civilization could have made this. Heck, our best modern tech would struggle to make something this flawless. And all the while, it's just sitting there, pulsing with that soft blue light. Thump, thump, just like a heart.
Ahmed is yelling at her, don't touch it, but she can't help herself. She has to know. She reaches out her hand. Her fingers brush against its smooth, cool surface. And in that single instant, everything, and I mean everything, changes.
The explosion isn't out in the room. It's inside her head. See, the crystal wasn't just an object sitting there. It was a key. And it just unlocked a part of her mind she never knew existed. Suddenly, a tidal wave of memories that don't belong to her, comes flooding in.
She's seeing visions of things no human has ever laid eyes on. The first thing she sees is just breathtakingly beautiful. Crystalline cities that stretch to the horizon, and they seem to sing, not with sound, but with light. All of it under a sky filled with stars and constellations we've never seen. But then, the beauty just shatters. The vision shifts to a dying world, a desperate escape into the stars. And then, war. But it's not some grand, epic battle. It's just chaos and fire and terror, all sparked by a tragic misunderstanding.
And that's the story she's receiving, the story of a people called the Vor'nai. They had to flee their home planet, a place called Kalar Prime, and when they finally reached for the stars, they were met with total annihilation. So this crystal, it's not a piece of technology, it's a message in a bottle. Their last words, their final song, hurled into the void just to say, "We were here."
And their message ends with this one absolutely heartbreaking line. I'll find a wish, a blessing, from a civilization that had lost everything. It's a farewell from the edge of oblivion.
And just like that, she's back. She's on her knees in the dusty tomb, tears just streaming down her cheeks. She looks at the crystal in her hand, and it's not cool anymore. It's warm, and that pulsing light is stronger now, more insistent.
She pulls it close, clutching it to her chest, and she feels it. That rhythmic pulse from the crystal, it's perfectly in sync with her own heartbeat. A connection has been forged. Across unimaginable distance, across species, across time. And she just whispers, "I hear you." After all this time, someone finally heard their song.
300,000. What's that? Just a random number, right? Just hang on to that for a second. 300,000.
Well, here it is, the final twist that will just break your brain. That message wasn't just sent across space, it was sent back through time. Because 300,000 years in our future, what's left of the Vor'nai fleet is out there, drifting in orbit, convinced that their final message, their song, was lost forever. They have absolutely no idea that it was just picked up by an archaeologist 5,000 years ago.
So what does that even mean? Elena isn't just an archaeologist anymore. She's a walking, talking archive of a future event. She holds the memory of a tragedy that hasn't happened yet. And it leaves you with this massive question. Now that the message has been received, has our future already been changed? Has she, just by listening, kicked off a sequence of events that could rewrite everything?